my college, my dream, my life.
안녕하세요, 여러분. MICC의 미리입니다. 자, 저번에 저희가 아이제이아 컨설턴트 분하고 영상을 2개나 이미 진행을 했는데요. 이번엔 3번째예요. 첫 번째는 저희가 전공에 관해서 얘기를 했었고, 이제 2번째는 액티비티에 관해서 얘기를 했었는데, 자, 3번째, popular subject죠. 이제 National Merit Semi-Finalist에 관해서 얘기를 나눠보도록 할 건데요. 자, 오늘 또한 저희가 영어로 진행이 되는 점 양해 부탁드리고요. 자막은 나가게 될 테니 걱정 마시고 같이 봐주시길 바랍니다. Alright, Isaiah, would you mind introducing us?
So my name is Isaiah Yim, and currently I'm a PhD student at Yale University, and I'm studying biomedical engineering. I have a bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of Michigan, and I've worked with high school students all throughout my college career and on, and I just love working with high school students and college students because they're just eager to learn, and I have a wealth of college advice, so I just want to share with everyone.
Awesome. So it's super impressive that you received a National Merit Semi-Finalist. So a lot of the students are really interested in as you get really recognized from getting this award. So what is it exactly, and then why is it valuable?
Yeah, so the National Merit Scholarship Qualification Test, also known as the PSAT, I mean, it's a misnomer because it is structured like the SAT, and that's why they call it the pre-SAT. But it's actually a qualification test for this pretty prestigious award. And I think students definitely should take advantage of this opportunity. They shouldn't just take it as a practice SAT, because this will open doors not only monetarily, like you will get a scholarship once you become a finalist and you win the award, but even as a semifinalist, which I was, you get to, first of all, write that on your resume, and that will really get you, recognized by, first of all, your teachers, and your teachers will really want to invest in you because they think you have that potential to excel. I'm not saying that teachers won't really pay attention to you if you don't get it, but still you get that extra gold star, and it gets you recognized by teachers as well as colleges. It's definitely something that you can write on your college application. Also, this opens up avenues for external scholarships, not just through the National Merit Scholarship, but there are a host of scholarships on top of being a semifinalist. They also look at maybe your ethnic background, or if you're the first in your family to go to college, they'll look at that. There are resources that you can look up to look for these different scholarships, but some of them will have this requirement, or being recognized by the National Merit Scholarship really gets your name out. So it's definitely good to take it seriously.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a really good point, because a lot of the students may think that this PSAT is like a practice test of SAT and really doesn't matter, but actually not. So you should actually practice exams for the PSAT so that you can actually get the good score on the exam itself. You cannot take it multiple times, just like SAT. It's just a one-time thing for the PSAT. So you should actually take it seriously. Now that PSAT is like a pre-SAT, so is it an easier version of the SAT? So how is it really different from SAT?
I would say it's just shorter, but the content, I believe, is pretty much the same. It's just as hard as the SAT. You should take some SAT mock tests just to get yourself used to the format and maybe the timing as well. Mm-hmm. And even when I took it, it was a paper version. It was the same format.
Yeah, so in terms of the preparation, so you briefly mentioned about, taking the mock exam to get used to the format. Is there any tip for preparation?
To be honest, thinking back now, I wish I would have done some SAT exam to go over your mistakes. Some topics might be too advanced for you, so you might take that time to learn about that topic that might be on the PSAT.
That's a good point. It's really great to know what your weaknesses is. It's a lot of the common Asian students' problem. They're super good at math. Math is really easy for them, but usually the score that's low is for the reading. And if you know that that's your weaknesses, then you should just keep taking the mock exam, and then instead of taking the whole thing at a time, maybe focusing on the reading so that you can improve the score there. So good point there again. Know your weaknesses and know your strengths. How is the application process like?
It's just a letter that I got that I was a semifinalist. You don't really get a special certificate or anything, but you are recognized as a semifinalist. I believe now online, to prove that you are a semifinalist, people can look up your name. Obviously, you have to be honest about these things, but once you do become a finalist or semifinalist, it's very beneficial as long as you put in your application and pretty much create a narrative for it and be like, oh, this is how ready I am for college. I started preparing for the SAT starting my sophomore year, basically. And I did well at it. You try to come up with some kind of story behind everything you do and weave it together at the end to make a perfect application.
Yeah, definitely. So there's really no application separately for the semifinalists. You just get recognized by the letter. And then for the college application, you can emphasize by crafting a storyline around how you received that award.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Has been a very good information. Now that PSAT is getting more competitive over the years, it's really more difficult now to get the semifinalists and even the finalists award itself. But once you get it, it's a very huge recognition award nationally. So make sure to practice it and then get it. All right. Again, thank you so much for the time, Isaiah. It has been a very great information sharing over this video. And then we'll continue to our last video about life at Yale, because Isaiah is currently at Yale doing the biomedical engineering. So we would love to hear more about it since there's a why Yale question for those who are interested in applying to Yale. So thank you so much for today's video.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye.